Hi everybody, welcome back to another Krita tutorial. Today we're going to go over the gimmick filter some more. We have two more options to look at, which are the silhouettes and stereoscopic 3D. We're almost at the end. So the silhouettes are pretty simple. They're just silhouettes of pre-made shapes. So we have a dragonfly, a kookaburra, a paw, a rooster. I believe a kookaburra is an Australian animal. I'm going to assume the person who did this is in Australia, and we'll find out why in a minute. We have some icons, flip, information, mail, phone, and shopping cart, which, in my opinion, if you are starting off like your own online store, or something where you need the graphics to get people to buy stuff, like if you need business card icons, say, hey, this is my shop. Hey, this is where you can email me. These are just really nice, quick icons to use without having to think about it or go find some free ones. So definitely go use those. I might actually use them myself because I'm like, I need to spruce some stuff up. This is already here, so why not use them? We have miscellaneous, we have barbed wire, we have crosshair, cupid, gear, a heart, paint splat. I don't know what this means or is, but it looks like you can do some crazy stuff with modifying the triangle. Everything else is you can just change the size and the smoothness. And then obviously when you go to apply this, which I would apply it on a brand new layer, so that way you can just change this like position and stuff versus me doing it on the only layer I have. And you can, move it around. Oops. Wrong one. There we go. Silhouettes. We have nature. We have Australia. And that's why I think that the person who did the silhouettes is from Australia. I don't know. Maybe you guys are all from Australia working on the gimmick tool filter. I know one or two of them are in my Gilded server. And they always like to help out if I'm not sure about something. We actually found a bug, which I made a video on, which has been fixed. But yeah, so you can come join the Gilded server, hint hint, and hang out and talk about the gimmick filter. We have a Barnsley fern, which is pretty cool. It's green, obviously. You can change the color. Let's see what the density looks like. Okay, yeah, so the density is just how much of the color is in there. Ooh, we got two different types of ferns, which is pretty cool. You could probably make a brush from this, and which, you know what, I might actually have to because I had some fern brushes and this looks better. You have a gum leaf. It's just solid. There's no real texture to it. Japanese maple leaf and a snowflake. Actually reduce that. Okay, so the recursions is just kind of like adding more detail to the point of the snowflake, which looks like it's just like multitudes of stars being added upon each other. So like if you look at here, it looks like a star, but if I lower the recursions, it becomes just a basic star, which is pretty clever. Change the opacity. And then we have others, which is a dragon curve, which is similar. You can change the recursions, the angle, and the opacity. And that's really it for the silhouettes. Very simple, just something fun to use. I don't really know if I would ever use the animals, but they're pretty neat just to play with. If you wanted to try out other filters, you could just use one of these icons, and that way you don't have to make something new or find a photo to play with. So you could also use it for that. And then stereoscopic 3D. So if you don't know what stereoscopic 3D is, it's basically like when you have the 3D glasses when you're watching a movie and it pops out in 3D to you. That's basically what this is. So we can actually convert the image to a 3D image so it pops out if you're wearing the glasses. I actually have a pair somewhere in my house. I don't know where. So if you do have a pair yourself, you could try it out. You actually can also make prints like this. I don't know if using the filter and then printing it directly will retain the effect, but there are places that will print to make sure you can use 3D glasses with it, which is pretty neat. So 3D video conversion, I only have one layer, but it looks like if you have multiple layers, you can kind of apply the filter on multiple layers. So when you go to export it, which you can do the output here, you'll be able to have multiple layers have the 3D effect. So if you are animating, this might be something useful. Oops. You have automatic depth estimation. And we have some other options here that kind of help or alter the stereoscopic mode. Lenticular print. If you haven't seen those, it's where you, I believe, you rotate it and you can see something different. So like if you have a lenticular print and you rotate it, either it changes to a new image or it has the illusion of it moving. I don't see them as often anymore, but I know that they exist still because they're just fun, you know. We have a single image stereogram. So I will be honest, a lot of this stuff I don't think I would ever use, and I'm not clear on the process and the effect it could complete when you go to print it or anything else like that. Look at that. Again, nice warning here. So undo the anaglyph. So, all right. So if you have a stereoscopic image and you want to revert it back, you theoretically can. I'm not sure how accurate that would be, but it looks like the larger the image, the slower it can be, which is fine. A lot of these filters do take a while to process anyway, so I wouldn't really expect anything fast, especially with the stereoscopic 3D ones. There we go. It's a very strong 3D image. So there's just a lot of options here to play with if you're into that whole creating depth and illusion with your prints or your images. This would be fun to play with. And that's really it for these two filter art categories. They're very short, nothing too crazy. Yeah. If you have any questions about anything, let me know in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. Definitely go play with the filters, like I always say. If you're someone that is interested in stereoscopic 3D or you're very well versed in processing a lot of that stuff, definitely go check these out. If you're an artist that wants to try something different with their artwork, also go check it out with just the simple stereo image, 3D conversion, and a lenticular print. I think that would be really fun to play with. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. If you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.